Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Danny, and welcome to the Vinyl Lounge. I thought I'd do a quick one today for Record Store Day 2026, and that was not part of Record Store Day. However, I did buy it this morning on my way out the door. I couldn't help myself. That's the Deftones, Dead on the Inside. This is one I missed out on at the last big vinyl con that we had here in LA. It was okay price, 35 bucks. It's a live bootleg. I gave it a quick spin earlier, and the quality's not bad, but it's a live show, so it's not audiophile. But if you're a hardcore fan, I get it. It's pretty cool. Nice glossy cover. A little different than normal, which I like. And this was during, let's see, 1998. So it's a lot of the earlier songs, which I'm more partial to anyways. So you got, of course, My Own Summer, which I was playing bored, 7 Words, Around the Fur, Engine Number 9, and so on. But pretty cool. I mean, this was a colored vinyl. It's playing right now, so kind of like a marble burgundy color. Pretty cool. But yeah, if you like Deftones, I recommend it. It's worth getting. Well, let's get into the RSD records. So I picked this one up for my daughter-in-law. Taylor Swift, for you Swifties out there. This was Elizabeth Taylor. I don't know anything about her music. I just know that she's the biggest thing out there. But let's see, Elizabeth Taylor, I guess there's 2 versions of it. I'm not going to open it, but I did see a one that was opened, and it's a colored vinyl. Looked really, really cool looking. Purple goes with the cover. It wasn't cheap, man. 22 bucks, but she deserves it. And let's see, so I think this was either the first or second thing I saw, and this was kind of on my question list, is I want it, but do I need it, or should I get something else? It kind of came down to how much I was spending, because it can add up quickly. And yeah, so this is the Muffs live at Fort Apache, and there's only 1,000 of these made, I believe. This is sadly Kim Shattuck. I'm not probably pronouncing her last name totally correctly, but she passed away, I think, a couple years ago. And really poppy, kind of punky music if you've never heard them. Really catchy tunes. I definitely recommend them. It's fun to listen to their music. And let's see, this is another one that was kind of like on the do I want, need list, but then I thought about it and I didn't have the original one. I'm a New York Dolls fan. I love Johnny Thunders, but I'm kind of torn. I've heard a few songs, and it's not the same. It doesn't have the same magic. You only had 2 living members at the time. They're all gone now. David Johansen and Sylvain. David Johansen, I think, passed away last year or the year before. So yeah, I figured, this is what it's. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 vinyl, and it's colored pink or whatever. So I'm gonna get it. It was 37 bucks. Not crazy price, so I figured I'd pick it up. And I think they did 3,000 of these. I had a feeling. I try to pick things that I know are going to be gone, and it's gonna. I'm not going to want to pay the eBay price, so I figure I'll just get that one. That's probably one I could have held off on, but I didn't want to take a chance. It was reasonable enough in my mind. This one I wanted, and just because I'm an old Motley Crue head, and this is their EP for Livewire. It's 3 songs. It's Livewire, of course, Take Me to the Top, A Merry Go Round, which was one of my wife and my favorites from back in the day. And I believe this is colored, so it's a 45th anniversary. Breakout of Live Wire. Long out of print, of course. Radio promo EP. So I hadn't looked into it to see if maybe it's a longer version. It's probably no different, but yeah, $10 a song. Kind of sucks, but that's, I guess, no different than the Taylor Swift. But yeah, I had to have that. And let's see, the next one that another one. This was not a big year for me. The stuff that was a must-have, and I like the Misfits, but I never got into their later stuff with. I don't even know the dude's name. I've heard it, but I forgot it. But the singer that replaced Glenn Danzig. This is Famous Monsters. So I didn't have this one, but I thought it would be cool because it's a colored vinyl. It's purple and green, which goes with the coloring on the sleeve. So I thought, and I saw a picture of it, looked pretty cool. So I'm like, I'm getting that one. It's $30, not that big of a deal. So yeah, and this one I believe there's only like 4,000, which isn't bad. I mean that's probably, you'll find that one maybe cheaper down the line. This is another one that I hemmed and hawed about. I noticed something funny with this one right here. So this is the Cure's greatest hits. Now, Cure have been doing Record Store records, special records for the last, I don't know, close to 10 years, I don't know. And they've always been picture discs. Now this one's a colored vinyl, but they did this one, I'm not sure if this one or one of the other one was in the acoustic one that they released today too, in 2021. I didn't get this one back in the day for whatever reason, so I almost didn't get it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get it, just get it done with. It's the greatest hits. You can't go wrong. I mean, Boys Don't Cry and Love Cats. You get the picture. This was $43, so that wasn't too cheap, but it's 2 records. And this is one that I did want. I thought I had it, and then I just got home and I looked. I'm like, I actually did not have an original version of this, so worked out even better. This is Jos Strummer's the Mescaleros. So if you're not familiar with Jos Strummer, you've got to know the Clash. So he was the main vocalist from the Clash. He went on to do solo stuff, and this was one of his, I guess you could say his band or whatever, the Mescaleros. And it's different than the Clash. It's more kind of folky, a little bit folky, I guess you could say. I don't know, but it's good listening. I like it. And it's a splatter vinyl, 25th anniversary. So another $45 record, but they didn't have very many of these. I think only 2,500 were released of that. I think they only had maybe 2 copies today at the shop that I went to. And by the way, I went to Old Town Temecula. They've got a pretty decent selection every year. But it just doesn't, it depends on where you go. Everyone's going to kind of have a little bit different prices, but this was the main thing I wanted, and that was Megadeth's Hidden Treasures. I don't know if it officially had been released on vinyl, maybe in Japan, I can't remember. But there's a bootleg floating around that I was going to get just because I wanted it, and it's more or less kind of a, I don't want to, it's Hidden Treasures, so it's not just greatest hits, it's demos. They got New World demo, Sympathy of Destruction demo, let's see, No More Mr. Nice Guy, not one of my favorites, but which was an Alice Cooper cover. But yeah, this one was $35, which I expected it to be more, so I was happy with that. Okay, yeah, includes 4 Japan only bonus tracks, so that's the ones on side 2. But yeah, pretty cool. I was very happy to get that, and they had quite a few copies of it because I guess they released 6,500. And let's see. And the things that I didn't get that I'm of course disappointed about was one of the two main ones I wanted to get was the Gits, which was a punk band out of Seattle. Sad story with that one is the lead singer, she was, I'll just say she was murdered. And their records are very hard to find, but now they're starting to re-release some of the stuff, and it would have been nice to have the record store day one, and it might be one I could still find down the road. One of the ones I wanted was Jazz Dispensary. They didn't, as far as I know, they didn't have any, which sucks, but I can find that one too. And two that I was looking for my son was some Pokemon lo-fis. I guess I don't know this whole thing about lo-fi, but I guess they remix the songs and then kind of make it more chill, I guess. I don't know how else to say it. And there was a Bring Me the Horizon lo-fi record, and they didn't have that one either. Maybe they had one copy, but missed out on them. I guess there was some guy camped out at, I don't know what they said, 5 o'clock last night for Meshuggah, which, I don't know, man. It's a long time to camp out for anything, but he got what he wanted, so good for him. So anyways, hope you liked it. Hope everybody got what they were looking for, and hope you come back and check out the next video. Thanks.